Hey, we're live.
Hello.
All right, big day today, fellas. Big day
Yeah.
today.
I noticed that in the.
Uh-oh.
We're live. Big day today, fellas. Big day. What's my sock summer doing?
I love
here?
the feedback. I noticed in the way you named it, you still named it round 1, day 4.
Oh man,
Yes.
I'll fix that.
That's all right.
I'll fix that in post.
As they say. Hey, well, thanks everyone.
Yeah,
What,
I've
was
got
a
no
wild
excuse. Got no excuse. I'm nowhere near as drunk as George, so like I can't say that like that was anything. We'll
What a
just see.
goddamn legend.
We'll just fix that later.
Love that guy. Love that man. That's what champions do. All right. Champions get a close call and they don't, they stick with it. They keep fighting and they get there in the end. That's what happens,
I mean,
Even if they,
just
even
incredible.
if they have dinner plans later, you can fight through it and drink all the Four Locos that you possibly can.
I respect it. I mean, he's putting a lot of harm on himself and I love it. I love every second of it.
I
That's
think
amazing.
Four Loco is still banned in some states. I don't think it's legal. I don't think it's street legal, as they say. And I think that's probably why he moved to Texas, because Texas allows you to do things like this. Makes it okay.
It's above board down there. No, you're not allowed to gamble, but everything else, yeah.
Well,
It's a land of total freedom, no gambling done. So that's how it does.
All right, man. We got to get into these brackets because there's
Let's
a
do it,
bunch,
man.
and
Great
we got
matchups today.
to get through them all. But let's start with the 108 region. You got some. You ready for that, my sex summer?
yeah, let's do it. It's right
All
here.
right, all right. Let's do it. Beef, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You were asking my son summer. He's ready.
Well, he acted all surprised that I was gonna pull that bracket.
What a dumb fuck.
Yeah, no, the 108 region was quite spicy today, starting off with the number 1 seed Husky Bardo going against Jemmons. Jemmons put up a great fight and narrowly lost this one. What a great performance for the first time that he's in the 108 tourney. He wins in round 1 pretty handily, and then round 2 gives a big fight to Husky Bardo. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys. We're going to need to see more from Husky Bardo in future rounds. We can't have one titty video per round. You're going to have to up the game because you're in the final 4 here. I mean,
he did like jump through a table though.
Yeah, I just assume that's how he normally gets ready to go to work. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like anything out of the ordinary. Like the dog rolled up, like no big deal. The dog came to like to sniff him. Like he does this shit all the time. So who knew with that thing? No. So Husky Bardo just barely gets by, 53 to 47%. Next up was a tight matchup all day that kept going back and forth. Southside Mando against our guy Matt Ramsey. And Southside Mando sneaks it out 50.7% to 49.3%. There were a bunch of matchups today that were under 5% difference between the two. And it was absolutely unbelievable. Mando just pulls it out, 13th seed, back-to-back upsets. And you got to think Mando's a total force against Husky Bardo in this next round.
I mean,
100%.
The Mandalorian helmet is just, it's too much for most people. And we're going to see if it's enough to, like, he's going to be able to block the big titties with that. You know, Husky Bardo can't just slap him around with those things.
True. Yeah, that's true.
We'll see what happens.
He's got nip guard. By the mask, like, I don't blame him.
Hey, Chirizi, what makes that a Mandalorian helmet? Like, I thought it was the Boba Fett helmet.
Well, Boba Fett's a Mandalorian. So they all kind of wear those helmets. So it's like,
all right.
Yeah, so
Mandalorian's like a stormtrooper. Like,
so Mandalorian is a race or like a people. It's like a planet, and then there's people on it. They're Mandalorian,
and they just wear that helmet.
That's part of their armor. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
So like if you were to like if you were to see me and Beef in a sombrero, right? You would know that that's the hat of our people.
Right. Okay. That's why I wear the sombrero usually, right?
And it's you blend in, so you can blend in with us. Yeah, that's
because you want to stay safe.
Yes, very much so. Well, thank you for that update.
No problem.
The next matchup that was extremely tight in the 108 region was Sammy Davis Jr. 5K and Willie P. I got to commend Sammy Davis Jr. 5K for great content throughout both of his matchups. but he comes up short here. And Willie P didn't give a lot of content, but you know what? Willie P's got the voters, and Willie P snuck by him 50.9% to 49.1%. Another extremely tight matchup. Willie P was flashing, pictures of him and Herm Schneider fully clothed. Full disclosure, fully clothed, but still.
He's got to save something for the next round.
That's right. You got to wait on it. You got to, best comes to those who wait.
What Herm Schneider was it? Like the big one or the little one?
Big one.
Okay. Well, classic Herb.
Classic. Yeah.
He's very thin now. Like he lost weight.
Very, very thin might be a stretch, but still thinner though. I agree.
A lot thinner than he was. I don't think he has the front butt as much as he did.
No, I missed that. That was a classic look.
All right, what's the last matchup here?
Last matchup in this region was Carrie against Sox Chick, and Carrie pulls it out 51.2% to 48.8%. Those of you who don't know Sox Chick, man, Sox Chick is big on the promotion, big on the marketing.
She's awesome.
It's not a surprise to me that was that close. She is awesome. Yes, she's awesome. She is supposed to teach my Suck Summer and I the Ricky Renteria. She hasn't done that yet, but this summer we're going to learn that shit.
I'm surprised that didn't get played today at some point. Like I expected that to get thrown out. I love that song.
And I love it too.
I miss Ricky.
And I would have said she probably would have taught it to us in Milwaukee, but we said, hey, we have to drink 807 beers before we get into the park. We have no time to learn the Ricky Renteria.
I talked to her in Milwaukee. I think Beef did too. Maybe she just don't like you.
No. I said we didn't have time to learn it.
Oh, to learn it. Okay.
She would have taught it to us.
Oh, taught. Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't listen to you, my Suck Summer.
My headphones don't work when you
They cut out. Son of a bitch.
I hate you both. Seriously.
All right.
What are we doing next, Lo?
Let's get into our bracket here. The
Let's
White Sox Dave region.
The region. Yeah, baby.
Let me find it. Where I'm looking?
Oh man.
It's there. There it is. Feels so good. The White Sox Dave region pitted Layla Rahimi, 670 score, against our own My Sox Summer. Now, I thought My Sox Summer was going to put up a little better fight than he did. Okay, he had the whole day to himself, and he started out hot. He came out hot out of the gate. I don't know if going to the gym just like blew up his mojo or what, but he faded fast. And as soon as Layla even talked near the pole, it was over. So My Sox Summer ends up losing 58% to 42%. A worse showing than I had against her last year in the Elite Eight. Just to remind everybody.
I'm really disappointed in you. First off, that in this, you have to I'm better than My Sox Summer.
Yeah, I do have to do that.
You got beat first round by a 13 seed, bitch. I got beat by a number 1 seed in the second round. So, I mean, I understand. Listen, it wasn't a good showing. It's hard to beat people that are media moguls like that. I mean, that's true. It is. And she did absolutely nothing to win. I will say this. Having lost and being the one that lost to her, having her say that I am her favorite 108 member was way better than winning.
Made you feel better? Oh, that's good.
That was on national radio.
You feel good about yourself after getting humiliated.
Oh, this was at 9:30. I was barely getting humiliated at that point.
That's when it started. So this is my favorite, so don't crush him too goddamn bad. And
they're like, you know what? Fuck that dude. And then one out of my 2 kids doesn't even want to vote for me. I knew I was really screwed then.
Wow, that's impressive.
Wow, that's rough. That's rough. They both voted for me.
Absolutely. There's no question.
They did on their burners too.
Next matchup. Next matchup is the aforementioned 13th seed who whooped my ass last round, Alyssa Bergamini, against number 5 seed Josh Nelson. And I thought Josh had it there for a little bit. I thought he had it. I thought he was going to come through. He had a small lead kind of in the morning. And then as soon as Alyssa retweeted it and kind of got into the flow, it was summarily over, and Josh lost 53% to 47%.
She's racking up names. She's racking up names at this point.
Just clobbering. So the next round matchup, Alyssa versus Layla, is going to be a monster matchup.
Oh, it's going to be bad.
For the semis for this bracket. There's no question about Next up is the number 3 seed, Chris Kamka, getting upset by the number 11 seed, Shane Reardon. This one surprised me because I wasn't watching all day, and I kind of like stopped watching around noon. I had some meetings. I was interviewing someone, and then I look back at it, and I'm like, oh, Shane's show must have happened. They must have retweeted it. They must have got the mob in there because Shane had gone back ahead. And so Shane wins this matchup 51% to 49%. He's going to move on to the next round. Very tight matchup.
Having a show don't always do it for you, though. To have a show you work for doesn't always quite do it.
No.
Not always the case. Absolutely. But sometimes it does. Sometimes it helps a little bit. But I guess not in this case, as Teresa E stomps on Chris Tannehill 55% to 45%. I was you had the lead early, and I thought, okay, well, let's see if there's any fight in a Chris Tannehill. And I was even going to offer to put the Deal of Sell varsity jacket on, like how I intimidated them on that one show, Treasy.
Yeah.
I never needed to do it. You just whooped his ass, and there was no, you didn't have to fight him, really.
If the guy didn't know my name before, fucking knows it now. I'll tell you that much.
The size 12s are all over him.
So I love Danny. I can't talk shit to Danny.
So next round,
I got to go against Shane.
Yeah, this bracket is amazing next round. So you're going to have Layla against Alyssa on one side, Shane against Treasy. It is the year of Treasy. I hope Shane knows that. I hope he knows it's the year of Treasy.
Second time it's the year of a Treasy.
I've got a
year
challenge.
2 of Treasy.
2020, 2021, 2022. We finally got it working in the third year.
I got a challenge for him when we get there.
Nice.
It's something. It's not going to be cooking involved, so he can't just offer a bunch of hamburgers on Tuesday like fucking Wimpy. He's got to actually come through and do something, and I'm willing to do it. I'm going to see if he's willing to do it.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. We'll see who's got it in him to go to the next round.
I'm here
and
to
get their asses kicked by either Alyssa or Layla.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if Alyssa won that matchup against Layla. It
wouldn't surprise me if Shane lays down in the next round so that I get crushed by one of them.
So he avoids it all.
Right.
Very well could be.
Hey, my sock summer, man. You want to do me a favor?
Let's do it, baby.
Pay some bills.
I'm declaring March month of the Mazda. And what is the best Mazda for the spring? The Mazda MX-5 Miata. What's a Mazda Miata? Well, if you don't know, besides his feet, it's Mailman Jack's preferred mode of transportation. Every MX-5 Miata is engineered with Mazda's human-centric development philosophy to help instill the joy of driving. Mazda runs countless studies on human characteristics and behaviors to design a vehicle that works harmoniously with you. As a result, the MX-5 feels like an extension of your body, with even more precise steering, better control, and less fatigue. Every Mazda is engineered with the driver in mind, and nowhere is that clearer than in the MX-5 Miata. When working to achieve its near-perfect 50-50 weight distribution, Mazda made a point to take our measurements with the driver behind the wheel. The MX-5 Miata's storied handling doesn't start with a spec sheet, but starts with you. To learn more about the Miata, check out their website at www.mazdaoforlandpark.com. You can check out their awesome line of cars and sports utility vehicles. Follow the rainbow all the way to Mazda of Orland Park to take advantage of their $500 off for Sox fans. Give them a follow over at Zoom Zoom Nation for deals and steals. Mazda of Orland Park, home of the Zoom Zoom Nation. 8910 West 159th Street, Orland Park. 708-444-3200. Zoom Zoom.
So
I love it.
K-Fid's put this comment up there. Treasy subtly goes on CHGO to boost his chances. Here's the way it works in the 108. If we have an opportunity where it's going to be just one of us and we get to choose who it is, it's always Treasy because my Sock Summer and I are underground radio style. You got to put that guy on there.
The other thing about this is that Herb's on that every fucking day and he didn't get past the first round.
Yeah.
He lost right away.
I'm not gonna deny my opportunity to go boost up myself, but yeah, I don't think that alone was the 10% that I whooped Tanny's ass by.
No.
You did a good job on that show. That's what probably pushed you over the thing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I didn't take my top off. That's usually what's good for me. The Sunday soak has always shown off the top.
The pepperoni.
I feel like you've elevated your game though too. Like people know your name more. You are, now maybe you're the ass and the face of the 108. And
we know I'm the ass.
You also have that Star Wars podcast with Josh Nelson. I think that opens you up to a whole different world of voters this year. You know, that's helpful.
I don't deny it. I don't deny it. It's a great podcast. I wish you would listen more so you could know about Mandalorian armor.
What a man it is.
All right. Next up, Wave Sucks. You ready for some Wave Sucks beef?
Let's bring it.
I mean, I'm gonna have to be ready for it, ain't I? Wave Sucks region started out with Peyton versus Wendell, and Peyton easily 71% to 29% gets past Wendell. I don't know if you guys know, was there any like bong hits or anything crazy like that? I think Peyton took it easy in this round. I could be wrong.
I didn't see anything, but I was paying attention to a different matchup.
Okay. Fair enough. Next up in this region was Roxy against Sam Mendelson, and Roxy gets by Sammy Mendelson. Long time. That
was a close one.
Attorney, but yeah, 52 to 48%. So Roxy's gonna head on to the next round and face Peyton. That should be quite a matchup. For,
that's gonna be a
semifinal right here. Some of these semifinals are lining up really nice, like terrific matchups, and that'll be on Wednesday. Flipping over to the other side of the bracket. We've got Sean Jankowski has won both of his matchups, and neither one of them were anywhere close. He won big against Showtime Sam in the first round, and he won big here against Shane Harmon in round 2, 63% to 37%. So Sean Jankowski will move on to the next round against Wet Bandit. Wet Bandit
that's going to be a tough matchup. That's going to be a tough matchup.
Yeah. Wet Bandit's got a good following, even though he doesn't have a lot of Twitter followers. His following is very loyal. And so that is a very tough matchup for Sean Jankowski.
It's unprotected socks like, where you're like, I'm not sure any of these people like him by the way they talk to him.
But they vote for him.
They all vote for him.
They only vote for him so he could stay in there so they could talk shit to him for another round.
I think so.
That's how UPS is too, you know?
I love it.
He's also the fourth guy you call if you have an extra ticket to the Sox game. Like, you don't immediately call Wet Bandit. Like, you call him like fourth one. Like,
that's true.
No, you're not. Oh, you? No. You want let's call Wet Bandit.
Absolutely. No question about it.
It's a great spot to be in. A great spot to be in.
Oh, shit.
All right. Let's get to the last bracket. And the last bracket got pretty wild today. A little Friday region.
It did get wild today. Now, this was not the matchup we originally intended. Shit happened. We did some plans or whatever. And we ended up with a wild second round matchup here in Little Friday region of Summer George versus Gas Money Bob. Summer George, the defending champion, and before that, he was the runner-up in the tournament. He's always done well in the 108 tourney. He found himself in the middle of the afternoon down a couple points to Gas Money Bob, but he pulled his resources. He started chugging 4 locos. He was do or die. He was going all in. There was 30 minutes left, and he had headed into the lead. It didn't matter. He kept chugging shit, and it was just amazing. And I saw him
3 minutes left.
Treasy, I saw him with the sword, and all I could think to myself is, if you rip open a vein here, I am not responsible for this. All right.
The last sword. The sword with 3 minutes left. I was like, why do you have the sword at this point? Like he looked off to the side, and what's funny is like you could tell there was no one else there. I don't know who he looked at. Like, can you believe I'm doing this? It might have been like a reflection of himself.
Maybe it was one of the pups. He's got the 2 pit bulls. Maybe the pit bulls were looking at him like,
yeah, we were like, what are you doing?
This is
a terrible idea.
Don't do that shit. But that's what champions do, okay? Champions ride it out all the way to the end. He was behind a lot of the day, came back, and he still can defend his crown as he wins this one 50.4% to 49.6%. Great showing by Gas Money Bob as usual. What a tight matchup there. The next matchup in this region was the number 4 P. Knowles. He never even put up a fight versus number 5 Crystal O'Keefe. She wins 57 to 43%. So she's going to move on to face the wrath of Summer George in the next round. That's going to be on Wednesday. So that's going to be a fun one to watch out for. Flip over to the other side of the bracket. Jordan Lazowski clobbers hashtag White Sox. He came out early and often with the memes and gifs, and this shit was over before you knew it. And he was just sort of watching the other matchups from what I could tell on Twitter. He realized that his was well at hand. So Jordan's going to move on to Wednesday, and he is going to face another upset winner, Mailman Jack, sneaking by Aaron Fitzmagic. This was a shocker to me.
I had Fitzmagic going deep. Yeah. I had him going deep into the tournament. I really expected him to get further than this, but Mailman Jack is a force. Yeah. Mailman Jack is a force. So he drives a Mazda. That's a big plus. He'll come to your house and take a shit. Another plus.
Not mine anymore, though.
Not yours anymore. He's banned.
I might let him back in after the upset. Though.
Come on over.
Banned from your shitter.
You can come in the basement shitter only, Jack. You're welcome back, basement shitter only, not the main level. Okay, the powder room on the main level, you'll contaminate the whole house. We got a basement level shit.
That the basement level is where I like to poop. Like if I have to poop like 5 minutes after you pick me up to go to a podcast or something, like that's the best bathroom.
We gotta swing back around and stop at my house so you can take a shit in that basement.
Hey, can you stop at your house? Why? I got a crap really bad. It just hit me.
No, Jordan, you better be able to sling some mud at Mailman Jack. He'll get by you if you don't. You better do something. Figure something out, man.
You should make fun of him. You should ask him if he works for UPS. Hey, I heard you work for
Unprotected
FedEx.
FedEx.
Yeah. No, come on. The original UPS.
And for all the haters complaining about the seedings and matchups, motherfuckers, half these matchups were within 2 points with under an hour to go. So fuck y'all. All right, these matchups were terrific, and today was absolutely exciting. And we're finishing up dinner. Mrs. Beef and I went out for dinner. Bonita's off. She had a little camping trip at school, and then we're checking the results at the end, and we're like, holy shit, we can't believe all these are so goddamn close. So what a day, what a voting day. And there was a lot of retweets and a lot of hyping everybody up. So I hope everyone's been gaining followers from this shit as well.
I got to tell you though, I'm pretty sure for the next round, Summer of George is in Ireland. I'm not sure if it's yet. Like, I don't know if it's Wednesday or if it would be the next round, but soon,
like Friday. Yeah, he's
going to be doing this from Ireland, which is going to be even more ridiculous. I don't know if they sell Four Loko there though, so I don't know how. I don't know. I like
but
that.
I think there is alcohol there. I think there is. Yeah, no, Roxy's comment is right. You don't like your seating? Have you considered winning? That would be that solves everything, I think.
I like this one too. I hope Summer of George is live after chugging out. Only if his girlfriend killed him. I think that's the only way that he's dead.
With the knife.
I absolutely loved that he did that last one that he didn't need because there's 3 minutes left. It's basically over.
Yeah. He
does that last one, and then he tells the camera, "I'm supposed to go to dinner tonight." Shh. Like we're gonna give it away that he's been drinking all day.
I like that everyone hates me enough that Layla has to be the top vote getter. Why does Layla have to be the top one? I mean,
I don't know,
man. I'm sorry.
I feel like people hate me. Like,
I think last round when I lost MSS, Alyssa was the top vote getter in the entire round.
Okay.
Because we were above 4,000 votes in the poll. So I think she had the most votes last round. Yeah.
I fully understand.
Well, they hate us. They hate both of us.
Well, I understand it with you because you're an asshole, but I'm a nice guy. So I don't understand that. That's what I don't get.
You fake that you're nice. You're so full of shit. Yeah, there's the top votes for the
There's
day.
the top votes, but the response to that was even better from Jordan Wazowski.
Jordan's absolutely right. Stop with your nerd stats, Josh.
Jordan, if you could be mean to Josh, you could be mean to Mailman Jack.
And thank you for pointing that out, Josh. I did get more votes than Sharizi, so I would have beaten him. But no big deal.
Yeah, no way.
No, you're not. I mean, Josh just trying to make himself feel better, okay? Just because there's more eyes on the thing doesn't mean there's a greater disparity of people that would like you. Like, more eyes just means you still got your ass kicked, but it was just more people watching.
More people wanted to vote against you is what happened.
That's right, exactly. They lined up for it, baby.
Okay.
I don't have to face you until next year, so I'm
I didn't think it's going to happen then, you know. That was a great day, though. That was fun. It was fun.
It was a wild day.
Cheers, everybody, for voting for me. And I got some bobbleheads and some Beanie Babies to give away, which I will be doing. And you know what I'm enjoying right now, guys? So
look how healthy you are. I've got the laser brain, man.
It's
delicious.
I've also got the mind eraser. Yeah.
I feel like if you're gonna go one beer, like the laser brain is great. It's delicious, a lot of alcohol.
Agreed. I'm having one beer after the 3 margaritas I had with dinner. So that I agree with that approach.
Good for you.
Did you go to dinner? Did you go to Pancho's?
No, I went downtown to a place called Barrio, which was chicken pastor nachos. That was good, man. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed myself.
He's a big nacho guy.
He's a nacho guy. A nacho man.
Yeah. Yeah, great.
All right, fellas. I think that's it for tonight. Great matchups today. Look forward to tomorrow. We'll talk to y'all very soon.